Oatmeal turns harmful for seniors when mixed with these 7 common foods. Introduction. Oatmeal has long been celebrated as a heart-healthy, fiber-rich breakfast choice. Especially among seniors, oatmeal is a staple due to its ease of preparation and numerous health benefits, like reducing cholesterol levels, aiding digestion, and providing long-lasting energy. However, the wholesome image of oatmeal can take a sharp turn when it's paired with the wrong ingredients. Yes, you read that right. Certain food combinations can transform this otherwise nutritious meal into a digestive nightmare or a silent health hazard for older adults. While some toppings or mix-ins may seem harmless or even healthy, they can react poorly in aging bodies, especially for those dealing with chronic conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney disease. In this article, we'll explore 7 common foods that, when added to oatmeal, may harm seniors more than help, and explain why. Whether you're a caregiver, a health-conscious senior, or someone who loves oatmeal, this is a must-read guide to keeping breakfast safe and beneficial. 1. Bananas, the blood sugar spike culprit. Why it's added. Bananas add natural sweetness and a creamy texture to oatmeal, making it more palatable without added sugar. Why it's harmful. While bananas are a good source of potassium, they also contain a high glycemic load, especially when overripe. For seniors who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, combining bananas with the slow-release carbohydrates of oatmeal can create a dangerous blood sugar spike. The science. The body digests bananas quickly, while oatmeal digests more slowly. This mismatch can disrupt blood glucose levels, leading to energy crashes, mood swings, or even worsening diabetic conditions. Alternative. Use berries like blueberries or raspberries instead. They're low in sugar, rich in antioxidants, and provide better glycemic control. 2. Brown sugar, the sweet trap. Why it's added. Many seniors, especially those with diminished taste sensitivity, add brown sugar to oatmeal for flavor. Why it's harmful. Brown sugar is still sugar, it spikes insulin levels, contributes to weight gain, and exacerbates conditions like type 2 diabetes, obesity, and fatty liver disease, all of which are increasingly common among seniors. The science. A single tablespoon of brown sugar adds over 12 grams of sugar and 50 calories, turning a healthy breakfast into a metabolic hazard. Alternative. Use cinnamon or a dash of stevia. These add flavor without negative health effects. 3. Whole milk or cream, the hidden saturated fats. Why it's added. Cream or whole milk is often added to oatmeal to enhance its creaminess and make it more filling. Why it's harmful. For seniors with cardiovascular issues or high cholesterol, full-fat dairy introduces unnecessary saturated fats that can clog arteries, elevate cholesterol, and increase heart disease risk. The science. 1 cup of whole milk contains 4.5 grams of saturated fat. When combined with the fats already present in other meals throughout the day, it can exceed the recommended daily limit. Alternative. Use unsweetened almond milk or low-fat Greek yogurt, which are lower in saturated fats and better for heart health. 4. Dried fruits, the sugar bomb in disguise. Why it's added. Dried fruits like raisins, cranberries, or dates add chewiness and flavor to oatmeal. Why it's harmful. Dried fruits are often sugar-coated and contain concentrated sugar levels. For seniors, this can lead to hyperglycemia, tooth decay, and gut disturbances. The science. Just a quarter cup of raisins contains over 25 grams of sugar, more than a can of soda in some cases. This added sugar can lead to insulin resistance and even increase the risk of Alzheimer's, often dubbed type 3 diabetes. Alternative. Add fresh fruits in moderation. Sliced apples or a few pieces of kiwi offer nutrients without the sugar overload. 5. Artificial sweeteners, the silent gut destroyers. Why it's added. Many seniors turn to artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose to avoid sugar while still enjoying a sweet oatmeal bowl. Why it's harmful. Artificial sweeteners disrupt the gut microbiome, potentially leading to constipation, bloating, mood disorders, and even insulin resistance over time. The science. Studies have shown that artificial sweeteners can alter glucose metabolism and increase cravings, ironically making it harder to manage weight or diabetes. Alternative. Opt for natural sweeteners like monk fruit or mashed pumpkin, which provide flavor and fiber without the negative side effects. 6. Peanut butter, the high-calorie, additive trap. Why it's added: a spoonful of peanut butter adds protein and flavor, making oatmeal more filling. Why it's harmful: most store-bought peanut butter contains hydrogenated oils, sugar, and salt, which can lead to weight gain, high blood pressure, and inflammation, issues especially risky for seniors with limited mobility or cardiovascular problems. The science: 2 tablespoons of commercial peanut butter can contain up to 190 calories, 3 grams of sugar, and 150 milligrams of sodium. Alternative: use natural peanut butter, unsweetened, or switch to almond butter in small quantities for a healthier fat and protein source. 7. Salt, the blood pressure enemy. Why it's added: some seniors prefer savory oatmeal and might add salt or even salty toppings like cheese or soy sauce. Why it's harmful: high sodium intake raises blood pressure, increases the risk of stroke, heart failure, and can cause fluid retention in seniors. The science: the American Heart Association recommends less than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day for seniors. Just 1/2 teaspoon of salt can take up nearly your entire daily allowance. Alternative: use herbs like garlic powder, parsley, or nutritional yeast to give your oatmeal a savory kick without salt. Understanding why food combinations matter more with age. As we age, our metabolism slows down, and our organs, especially kidneys, liver, and heart, become more vulnerable. What might have been easily tolerated at 30 can become hazardous at 70. Here are key age-related changes that make harmful food combinations risky. Slower digestion increases the risk of bloating and indigestion. Weaker insulin response leads to higher blood sugar spikes. Kidney function declines, reducing the body's ability to process sodium and phosphorus. Heart becomes more sensitive to saturated fats and cholesterol. Gut microbiome changes, making the elderly more susceptible to inflammation. How to make oatmeal senior safe, a practical guide. Here's a healthier way to prepare oatmeal. Use steel-cut oats or old-fashioned rolled oats. Avoid instant oats which have a high glycemic index. Cook with unsweetened almond milk or water. Add chia seeds, flax seeds, or a spoonful of Greek yogurt for protein and omega-3s. Top with fresh berries, grated apple, or unsweetened coconut. Sweeten with cinnamon, nutmeg, or a tiny amount of honey or stevia. Add crunch with walnuts or pumpkin seeds, not sugary granola. This version supports heart health, gut health, and blood sugar control, all crucial for senior. Case study: what went wrong with Mr. Peterson's oatmeal? Mr. Peterson, a 74-year-old retired teacher, had oatmeal every morning. But his version included a whole banana, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, a splash of cream, a handful of raisins. At first glance, it seemed like a healthy breakfast. But over 6 months, Mr. Peterson's blood pressure rose, his blood sugar became erratic, and he gained 12 pounds. After consulting a dietitian, he revised his oatmeal recipe using berries, flaxseed, and almond milk. 3 months later, he had lost weight, stabilized his sugar levels, and felt more energetic. The lesson: the devil is in the details. Final thoughts. Oatmeal is a powerful food when prepared wisely. However, when mixed with the wrong ingredients, it can silently sabotage senior health. Aging bodies require a more thoughtful approach to nutrition, especially breakfast,